Okay, I couldn't help myself. Back for chapter 2 of Dimitri and Tailored Tales. Getting the hang of it. It's coming off the tongue a bit easier now. So I've had my lunch, I've got my cup of tea, and I'm ready to keep going. So one of the things that I just had a quick look at, which I think is super cool, is that they've got a shop and you can buy stuff so that you can change your outfit. Don't really want to have to pay for things, so hopefully they don't have that feature. I couldn't see that feature in the game when I had a quick look, so that's good. But I'm gonna have a quick look at some different clothes because white shirt and black skirt's really not cutting it for me. The hair's okay, but I really want to change what I'm wearing. Oh, look at this skirt. It's really a pain that you can't see anyone modeling it because I don't know what it's actually going to look like. But I can't afford that anyway. It's too many zeros. So I can't afford any of the tops anyway. I can just have underwear as one. Not quite what I want. There's some jackets, there's like some bows and stuff, I'm guessing for hair. Bundles. I can't afford bundles. S sleeves. Colours. Oh, is this like... I really don't know quite what I'm doing, but... I think that's really cute. Maybe I could like... I really want to get pants, so to say. Let's change up the skirt to start with. Is there anything that I really want? Can I buy that? Or do I want to save? I might save my money. Thought I wanted to get something, but I might save it. Look at how... That's really cute. Again, I would really love to see it on the person so I can see how it looks. Like, that's really cute as well. Oh, you got some really nice wavy hair. That's really cute. Okay. You can change eyes. You can also get like wallpaper and stuff. I'm guessing for the store, but I'm not really feeling it right now. Do I want any? No, I'm gonna hold on because I want to get some of the cool stuff, not just the cheapy option. This will do. So this is fine. It'll do. Let us continue with Mr. Dimitri. Okay, so I need to change the loudness again because that was really super duper loud. Alright. Lately, I feel a little ignored by Alex. It's little things like cancelling a date because he has a lot of reports to write, simply staying home to study, or because he already made plans with friends. Oh, Evelina, we knew that he wasn't good for you. Just saying. We haven't even been together for a year, and it already feels like he doesn't want to spend as much time with me. Usually this happens when you've been together for years, not when the relationship is still fresh. Then again, Alex is my first long-term boyfriend, so I don't have much to go on. I'm still a bit inexperienced. That doesn't change the fact that I'm feeling a little bit neglected. However, today, Alex invited me over to his parents' house to hang out over the weekend. Watch the movies, he said. So I ring the ding bell. So I ring the doorbell, excited to see my boyfriend again. When the door opens, it's Dimitri that greets me. He looks surprised to see me.
Oh!
Hello, Evelina. He greets me politely. Hey, Dimitri. I'm here for Alex, I say. You're not going to be there for him, cause... you know. Dimitri moves over to let me inside the house. Alexander left about half an hour ago though. he says. Oh, no. How do I get back? Ah! Oh, here we go. Cool. Oh, maybe he went to go get some snacks for the movies we're going to watch. I explain, hoping that really is what Alex is doing. Dimitri shakes his head. No, I'm pretty sure he went to go see some friends. What a jerk! I told you this is why we don't like him. What? Are you serious? Oh, I've got my phone. It's a really cute phone. My heart drops into my stomach and I quickly take out my cell phone. I start to call Alex, nervously waiting in front of Dimitri at the front door. He's not really ditching me, is he? He's the one that invited me over. The phone rings a couple of times before Alex picks up.
Huh.
Yo, I hear Alex's voice, but it's hard to make out it's him because I can hear party music on in the background. Ooh. Alex, are you at some club? I accuse him. Eric invited me over for the night. I couldn't really turn him down. See, his girlfriend broke up with him, so I'm cheering him up. Sorry, but I'll have to cancel tonight's date, he yells into the cell phone. But you asked me to come over. I'm already here. I can hear multiple people talking in the background. Some of them are women, and I can feel the jealousy well up inside me. Oh, well, just hang out with my brother or something. It's his birthday anyway. Gotta go. Have fun. Alex hangs up, and I stand there, staring at the cell phone in my hands, completely emotionless. It's not the first time he blew me off, but why does it hurt so bad to be rejected by your own boyfriend? He ran as soon as some other friend invited him over, even though he had plans with me. This sucks so much, I'm almost about to cry in front of Dimitri. Are you alright? Dimitri asked me, noticing the painful expression I'm making. No, I don't think so, I answer honestly. Alex is partying at some club when he's supposed to be here with me. Dimitri bites his lips, as if he's trying to find the words to cheer me up, but finds it hard to say anything at all. I guess that makes two of us, he says, his voice tinged with some bitterness. My parents were supposed to throw me a birthday party, but they forgot, and they're out having their own date. Oh, right. Alex did mention something about Dimitri's birthday. It's your birthday today, I ask. Dimitri slowly nods his head as he puts his hands into his pockets. Turned 17 today. I take in a deep breath. I'm not going to let this get to me, this stuff with Alex. I try to put on a cheerful face in front of Dimitri. Well then, happy birthday! I congratulate him and lean in to give him a kiss on his cheek. Wow, not ready to make things awkward. Dimitri's blue eyes fly wide open as my lips make contact with his skin. Oh honey, this is... When I pull back, there's a pink blush on his cheeks, and he's awkwardly avoiding my eyes. Thanks, he says nervously. I'm sorry, I don't come bearing any gifts with me or anything. Dimitri shakes his head. No, it's fine. I wasn't even expecting you to be here in the first place. Anyways, do you want to sit down? I nod my head. Might as well take a small break here before I head back home. Besides, I feel a little bad for Dimitri as well, who's all alone on his birthday. We both sit down on the couch, and it reminds me a little bit of the first time we met each other in this house. It does sound kind of rough though, your parents ditching you on your birthday. Well, same to you. My brother ditched you. I'm sorry for having a brother like that. I swallow my words and look down, hurt welling up inside my heart again. Not like you can help it, I say. But lately he's been blowing me off way more often. I wonder if I did something wrong. I'm not quite sure why I'm opening up about this to Dimitri, but I feel like if I keep it all inside of me, it will spill over. You didn't, Dimitri suddenly exclaims. Don't blame yourself for things my brother does. He's always doing things like this. Oh no. Things like what? Is that meant to be the brunette? The brunette takes his time trying to answer me, a look of conflict gracing his face. I mean, not going through with his promises. Yeah, he's always breaking them or forgetting them. Yeah. Uh-huh. Is that all? I do recall that this is quite an issue with Alex. There's been a few times where he said he'd wait for me at college until I was done to pick me up, but then was never anywhere in sight, leaving me to wait for him until I get fed up and called him. Turns out he simply forgot and started doing something else. Then there's the cancelled dates, of course, like the one today. I sigh. I guess I can't expect much from Alex. The more we talk about Alex, the sadder I feel, so I try to change the subject. So, about your birthday, is there any cake? I'd like some cake right now. I drowned myself in my sorrows. Gotcha, girl. I'm gonna have some tea. My mum was supposed to bake one for me, but she forgot. He says with a sad look on his face. Oh, sweetums. Wow, he makes it sound like Alex's parents are pretty awful at parenting. I never noticed this kind of behavior towards Alex though. And well, there goes my plan of drowning myself in cake. I wonder if there are any stores open this time of night. Or perhaps... Why don't we bake one, I suggest? If you've got all the ingredients for it, that is. Oh. You can make cakes? Dimitri asks, his eyes almost sparkling. I can try, I say with a chuckle. Don't expect too much from me. I've only done it a couple of times before. Baking a cake would be a really good distraction from my troubles, so I really don't mind. Besides, I don't have any plans for tonight, so I might as well cheer up Dimitri. Yeah, my mom is a pastry chef. I'm sure she's still got all the ingredients stored away in the kitchen. Dimitri gets up from the couch, beckoning me to follow him into the kitchen. Oh, I feel the tingles of like one of those just typical romance scenes. You know, they're gonna start fighting with all the flour and stuff, whatever it is. Dimitri starts opening up the kitchen cabinets, looking through them one by one, and gathers a bunch of flour, sugar, eggs, and other cake decoration materials. Wow, I didn't know he'd actually have all of the stuff on hand. Then again, his mother is a pastry chef. I remember Alex mentioning it once. We even visited the store together and had a cute date. I try not to think too much about Alex, and I give Dimitri my full attention. As he stands there tying an apron around his waist, I realize Dimitri is way more into this than I am. Dimitri, are you perhaps good at baking cakes? He looks a bit bashful and nods his head. I've watched my mom a lot, so yes, I'm kind of good at it. Well then, here I am, being all confident about baking a cake, when Dimitri could probably wipe the floor with me in terms of skill. Might as well let him take the reins. Alright, considering my experience of baking cakes is a total of 2 cakes in a lifetime, I think it's best if you take the lead. Why don't you teach me some tricks? That suggestion seems to have hit the mark, because Dimitri is grinning from ear to ear, and he quickly starts pulling out all of the utensils that we need. He walks over to me, holding another apron. Here, he says. Turn around. Flour gets everywhere, and I don't want you to dirty your pretty clothes. Oh, you call me pretty. Aww. I feel myself blush at the unintentional compliment on my own work. I am wearing my own clothing after all, but Dimitri doesn't know that. I turn around for him. Thanks. I actually made them. I may not be the best baker in the world, but I'm pretty good at tailoring and such. Dimitri throws the apron over my head, and the fabric slowly falls around me. He uses the ends to tie it around my waist, being very careful and gentle about it. I remember, Alex did mention you were majoring in fashion design. It's really cool you make your own clothes. Dimitri gives one final pull on the apron, and it sits snugly around my waist. He carefully tugs on my apron, and I spin around to face him. It's kind of odd how I ended up like this. Bearing an apron around my waist, helping out Dimitri baking a cake, when I should have been watching movies with my boyfriend. But he cancelled at the last minute, so I guess this is what I'm doing tonight. I mean, I would definitely be making cakes of watching a movie. Alright, Dimitri, lead the way, I encourage him. We start to work on getting all of the dry ingredients together in a bowl first. Dimitri shows me that you need to sift the flour so that it won't form any lumps, and to use a food processor for grinding down the sugar into an almost powder-like substance. Dimitri is so engrossed in showing me the ropes that even I get pulled into his enthusiasm, slowly but surely forgetting about the pain in my heart. Soon enough, we are mixing the flour together with the eggs, and a small mushroom cloud springs from the bowl. I sneeze in response, and at the same time, Dimitri yelps out loud. Ugh! Dimitri, what's wrong? Is it in his eye? Yeah. He's rubbing his eye. Some flour got into my contacts. No. He's wincing like he's in pain, and I can see a tear escaping from his right eye. Don't just stand there. I'm sorry, but I have to take them out. I'll be right back. Dimitri quickly leaves the kitchen. Oh man, I feel your pain. As I wait around for Dimitri to come back, I continue to mix the cake batter using the mixer. I hope Dimitri is okay. Getting flour in your contacts feels like it would hurt. Yep. Footsteps coming down the stairs can be heard behind me, so I turn around and see Dimitri walk back into the kitchen. He's wearing his glasses. Oh wow, that brings me back. Now he looks just like that time we met 4 years ago. Under my gaze, Dimitri shifts uncomfortably on the spot. He starts. I don't know. I'm gonna say it reminds me of when I first met him. Because I kind of like him without his glasses as well. Oh, sorry. The way you look right now is exactly as back then. You know, during that rainy day. Dimitri gulps, and his cheeks turn a bit pinkish. Oh, please don't tell me he's remembering my bra or anything. I hope not. I've changed since then, he trails off. I was only 13 back then. Oh honey, are you trying to come on to me right now? Right, it's still weird to think that Dimitri was actually 13. Yeah. I was 17 and I thought you were my age, I chuckle. Oh. Dimitri's eyebrows lift in surprise. Really? Yeah, you looked way more mature. I feel a bit silly for mistaking your age like that. It's not silly, Dimitri mumbles. So now I'm the age you were when we first met, huh? Before I can answer, Dimitri turns on the mixer, and the sound of the electric motor fills the room. Flour lifts into the air once more, and I quietly stand there and watch him work. A little while later, and we've got ourselves some cake batter, and I help Dimitri pour it into the mold. After that, Dimitri puts it in the oven, and all we have to do is wait. We both take off our aprons in silence and start cleaning up the kitchen a bit while the cake is baking in the oven. It fills the entire house up with a delicious aroma. It's making me hungry. I'm a bit impressed that he's able to do all this. Must be nice having a pastry chef for a mum. I'm sure she would bake their own cake every single birthday. Except for now, I guess. I do feel for poor Dimitri that got forgotten. I wonder why that is, but I don't want to pry into their family business. Now we wait for half an hour, says Dimitri. My eyes flicker over towards his hair again, this time even whiter than before. It's got flour sprinkled all over. I giggle at the sight. He looks kind of adorable like that. You look funny. You've got flour in your hair, I say. Before Dimitri can say anything, I take a step closer to him to bridge the gap between us, his deep blue eyes staring at me in shock. I lift my arm to be able to run my fingers through his silky smooth hair. I ruffle it up, shaking out all of the flour, which falls down like freshly fallen snow. As finishing touch, I blow on his forehead to clear it from any flour as well. Yeah, not weird at all. There, all clean. Dimitri awkwardly adjusts his glasses, which have gone crooked as I was messing up his hair. There's an expression on his face that I can't quite read. Thanks. I grin at him in return. No problem. I'm happy that Dimitri was here today. Otherwise I would have simply gone home and felt rotten for the entire night. At least now I don't have to think about Alex. Instead, I can enjoy eating cake with his little brother. As we wait for the cake, I talk about my dreams of starting a boutique and making my own clothes. Because, that's the most important thing. Dimitri listens to every word I say carefully. It's nice to be able to talk to somebody who listens. I mean, at college I talked to my best friend Sarah, but it's nice to have another person that listens. Are you listening? Are you gonna ask him what he wants to do? Give, take. Alex, while supportive, tends to zone out when I talk about fashion. It leaves me a little sad sometimes to not be able to talk about my passion in life. What red flag is that? We've had so many, I can't even remember. Eventually, the cake is ready and we both have fun decorating it before we take a slice and enjoy the fruits of our labor. We talk some more until we're both stuffed with cake. Dimitri did a fine job baking this cake. It was perfect. Yum. Eventually I notice it's getting late and I should probably head back home. Thanks for the cake, Dimitri. It was delicious. Hey, I can't take all the credit. You helped as well. I wouldn't really count mixing with an electric mixer helping. Dimitri was the one that measured all the ingredients to its exact weight and combined them all into a beautiful angel cake. Angel cake. Oh my gosh. So good. Anyways, I should head home now. It's pretty late. Okay, let me walk you out. Dimitri leads the way out of the kitchen and into the living room. I was supposed to be watching movies on that couch right now, along with Alex, but I guess the night had different plans. This music makes me want to sort of tiptoeing everywhere. It wasn't so bad. I did have fun with Dimitri, as long as I stopped thinking about Alex. Thank you for sticking around, Dimitri says in a small whisper. I know Alexander stood you up and all, but I'm glad you kept me company because of it. At least my birthday doesn't suck completely. He's smiling broadly. Aww. I can't help but smile back at him. He's so cute. I wish I had siblings. Well, I'm glad I was able to help out just a little, I reply. Anyways, have a good night, Dimitri. Good night, Evelina, he says with rosy-coloured cheeks. I finally leave to go back to the dorms. When I arrive at my dorm room, Sarah, my roommate, isn't there yet. I'm all alone. I sigh and flip down on the bed. I'm just waiting for them to say like, oh, Sarah and Alex hooked up. Oh, I call Alex one more time. The phone keeps ringing, but he doesn't pick up. I sigh. I guess he's simply enjoying himself with friends instead of me. I fall asleep with the cell phone in my hand. The next morning, I'm woken up by a text. I groggily check the screen of my phone and see that an unknown number has sent me a text. Still half asleep, I sit up straight and open up the text. ... What? What is this? It's a screenshot of a conversation between Alex and someone else on a dating app. What? Oh. That's definitely him, in the profile picture at least. I read their conversation. I mean... Looking sexy in that dress. No, I can't do it. How about you wear it for me? You'll need to buy me a drink first. How about Leslie's at 6 tonight? You're lucky you're hot. Sure, I'll come. The timestamps on this conversation, it's from yesterday. My stomach is tied in one anxious knot as I mull this over. This is a screenshot of Alex setting up a date with some girl over a popular dating app, and I think he went to go see her last night, cancelling my date with him. No way. There's just no way. This has to be fake. I quickly type in a message. Who are you? What is this? My hands are shaking as I hold my cell phone. I don't know what to do. Is this real? Is Alex really meeting up with girls? But screenshots can't be fake. Can be faked, right? My phone buzzes, and while there's no answer to my questions, the person did send another screenshot, and I immediately look away when I see its contents. Oh, these are indecent pictures. It's Alex talking to another girl in a sexual way. He's sending naked pictures of himself to her. There's no doubt about those pictures. Those are all him. These screenshots, they're real. How do you know, woman? Huh. Controversy. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Instead, I start to cry. Oh, sweetheart, don't cry. Sarah wakes up from my silent sobbing. Well, what's wrong, Evelina? Why are you crying? Hearing her ask me why I'm crying makes me cry even harder, as I realize this is not some nightmare I'm in. This is real. It's totally what I do. Like, whenever someone asks if I'm okay when I'm crying, or like, what's wrong? I just cry even harder. That's why I hate when people do it, because I'm just like, just let me cry. I don't want to cry even more. I show Sarah my phone, and she quickly reads it over. Huh? What the hell? Is that Alex? Seriously? Tell me it's fake, Sarah. Tell me he's not cheating on me, I beg her. Sarah is looking just as shell-shocked as I feel, but she gives me one of the hardest looks I've seen on her face. I'm sorry. I think this is real. Sarah pulls me into a hug, and I feel myself give in to my tears. Alex, what did you do? Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that makes me so sad. Alright, let's go for one more chapter. See what happens next. I don't know what to expect next, so let's just keep it with the same outfit. Oh god, it gets more intense. Today's the day! I'm standing in front of an empty store. My boutique. Sunshine Roses. I love the name. With the help of Grandma's inheritance, I was able to purchase my own store so that I could purchase my dreams after finishing up college and getting my bachelor's degree in fashion. And this is it, my own boutique. I hurry and take out the keys to open up the front door. It's just my walls. An empty large room greets me. It's stripped of any personality and it needs some touching up to do. Not a problem. This has been my dream since I was a little girl. Time to get to work. Pull those sleeves up. We're gonna get ready. It's taken me some time, and along with the help of my best friend Sarah, we finish up the boutique. Phew. I can't believe it's finished, says Sarah as she stretches out. It looks amazing! Thanks for all your help. I'm really grateful that Sarah also lives in the same city and helped me out. We stayed in contact after college, where Sarah majored in photography. She's been a great friend so far. So far? Why wouldn't you say she's been a great friend? What are you going to do with your spare bedroom? Sarah asks, gesturing towards an empty room down the hall. I shake my head. I don't really have any idea to what to do with it. Storage, perhaps? I'm not sure. You could turn it into a cat room, become a cat lady, Sarah says to me with a smirk. What's wrong with being a cat lady? Come on. I am not a cat lady, I reject. Well, when's the last time you went on a date after you dumped that one guy, Alex? I couldn't just say like, yes, you dumped Alex. You dumped him. Good job. I don't know. A few months ago, perhaps? I mumbled. It's a lie though. I haven't really had a boyfriend anymore after Alex. And that was almost 3 years ago. Flirted here and there with some guys during college, but I feel myself wary of men now. Finding out your boyfriend has been messaging women behind your back, it really did hurt my self-esteem for a while, and it damaged my trust in men. Which I know is illogical to apply to the entirety of men out there, but it is what it is. Come on, let's get out of here, get out of this boutique, and go have a drink in the city somewhere. Sarah suggests, changing subject. Oh sure, do you know anything close by? I ask, knowing Sarah knows the city more than I do. Of course, it's not too far from here. We can get there by foot. Cafe La Bella. Me and Sarah are walking around, exploring the city centre and all of its shops. It's so busy and lively. There's people walking around everywhere. I'm not used to such a crowd. People are bumping into me because it's so crowded on the sidewalk. Oh, ouch. That's when I bump into something tall and fluffy. I jerk back. Flustered, I walked into someone like that. Sorry, I lost my footing there. Oh god. Giant cat eyes stare back at me. It's a fluffy cat costume holding a bunch of flies.
Mew.
Mew. No problem. Do you want to go try our delicious brownies at Mew Cafe and pet some cats? They say in a high-pitched voice. The person brandishes one of the flyers. Can I just point out, they all have blue eyes. Like, even Sarah has blue eyes. Am I missing something here? The person brandishes one of the flyers. Sarah quickly grabs my wrist, tugging me away from them. Come on, Evelina. Don't get held up by people like these. Just ignore them.
Huh?
Wait, Evelina? Evelina Smith? The person questions in a much lower and regular voice. No. I tilt my head to the side. Yes? I answer hesitantly. Do I know you? I'm pretty sure I don't know anyone who has a job where they have to wear a cat costume. I'd never let them hear the end of it if I did. It's me, Dimitri. I can't even put that in a proper voice. It's Dimitri. I knew it. Dimitri? Are you trying to pick her up or what? Sarah suddenly accuses them. Is that some sort of pickup line you have ready for women who bump into your ridiculous costume? Damn, you're feisty. Calm farm. Meow. No. The giant cat head looks down at the pavement as if he's embarrassed. It's too comical looking. I'm Dmitry Kotov? Alexander's younger brother, remember? Oh! I exclaim. Wow, I haven't seen Dmitry ever since that day. I think it was on his birthday actually, right before I found out about Alex. Once I broke up with Alex, naturally, I didn't see Dmitry anymore. I'm sorry, I didn't quite recognize you there, I say with a smile. He's wearing a cat costume. Duh. Sarah cocks me an eyebrow. You know this guy? Yeah, I just didn't know you had such a job like this. I gesture to the cat costume. He suddenly places both hands in front of his crotch, acting shy. Don't judge. I work at Mew Cafe and they asked me to hand out flyers. Oh, but he's so cute. I'm gonna have to go kind again because he was just too nice. I see. It sounds rough. Isn't it hot in there? He bobs the giant cat head up and down to nod at me. It's a bit sweaty in here, but I can manage. Come on, Evelina. As much as I'd like to catch up with guys wearing creepy cat costumes, I would like to get that drink now. You can drink at Mew Cafe, Dmitry pipes in. No thanks. Sarah immediately shoots down the idea. It didn't sound like such a bad idea though. I don't mind talking to Dmitry a bit longer. Alright, it was nice seeing you again, Dmitry, but my friend is getting impatient. I nod my head at him, and I'm about to leave before a fluffy paw is wrapped around my wrist. The fluffy paw lets go of my wrist after noticing the strange look I was giving him, and he offers me a flyer. My shift is over in 2 hours. Do you think you can drop by the cafe then, and we can catch up? A bit curious to see what has become of Alex's little brother, I nod my head and accept the flyer. Sure, I'll see you then, I say with a warm smile, and then wave goodbye. Sarah gives me a disapproving look as we both walk away. I can't believe you fell for that. It's like the oldest trick in the book, pretending they know you so they can lure you somewhere you've never been before. Sarah, it's okay, I really do know him. Are you sure? I mean, that could have been anyone hidden beneath that outrageous costume. You don't even really know what he looks like. Sarah has a point there, but I know it's not some random stranger. It'll be Dmitry for sure. He'll just look a little bit older than the last time I saw him. It's Alex's younger brother, I say quietly. Huh? Sarah scrunches up her face. You mean that scumbag Alex? What other Alex is there? I cringe, remembering the fallout I had with my ex after I found out about his escapades with a certain dating app. Yeah, that Alex alright. Then don't see that guy, Sarah exclaims. What, his brother you mean? Just stay away from him, it's bad news. I don't think catching up with Alex's younger brother is bad news. It's not like he is Alex himself. I've always been on good terms with Dmitry. It's not like he's it's not like he's the one that cheated on me. What's the harm in talking to him for a bit? Next thing you know, Alex will be there. Then what? I admit, I feel a pang of anxiety creep up inside of me. I try to push it aside. I don't think Alex would be caught dead in a cat costume, I say with a snort. Seeing the worried look in Sarah's eyes, I hang my head down. I'll be careful, I tell her. I don't want to run into Alex either. Sarah shakes her head as she leads the way into the city. After me and Sarah part ways, I decided to head to the address that's listed on the flyer. Sarah still tried to get me not to go, but I almost feel like I have to talk to Dimitri. I felt almost a sort of closure, I guess. My relationship with Alex went really sour after I broke up with him, and he kept calling me for months afterwards, not leaving me alone. I haven't seen Dimitri since that day either, but he's just an innocent bystander. And he's always been like a cute little brother to me. You brother again. Who now apparently works at a cute cafe, judging by the very feminine looking flyer in my hands. A bit later, and I arrive at the cat cafe. It's late in the afternoon, so there's not as many customers there. When I enter, I'm immediately greeted by a cat who jumps up on my shoulder. Oh, so cute. Oh, and give him pets. Whoa, I shriek, stabilizing myself as well as the cat on my shoulder. How does a cat fit on your shoulder? I wish. It's an orange tabby, purring and meowing in my ear. I think they really want attention. I laugh and scratch their chin, which they rub against my cheek as well. I want to do pets. That's so cute. This is cute. I don't think a cat cafe would make me smile like this. The cat's nails are digging into my top though, and I worry it's going to ruin it, so I try to shoo the cat off the cat.
Oh!
Hey, you're here! A voice suddenly says. Oh, what a cutie. Before I know it, the cat is lifted from my shoulder, and instead it's being cradled in the arms of a tall young man. Wow, he's so tall! I need to give him like a deeper voice. I was a bit worried you weren't going to show up, he says with a smile. That dimple when he smiles immediately triggers my memories. It's definitely Dimitri. That mole is still in the same spot underneath his right eye. With that staggering height of his, he towers over me like a true adult. He's definitely gotten a growth spurt somewhere along those 3 years I haven't seen him. He and Alex look alike, but Alex is shorter and he had a tougher look to him, whereas Dimitri is much taller and has a more elegant demeanour. His face has grown these delicate few features. He's definitely not some kid anymore. And I can't believe I'm checking out my ex's little brother. It's fine. He's already checked you out in your underwear. What am I doing? I stutter, unable to form thoughts for a second. Dimitri, hi, I managed to say. Dimitri places the cat down the ground, who happily struts away. When he straightens his back and looks me in the eye, he bashfully averts them just as fast, scratching the back of his head. I'm off shift now, but would you like something to eat? A drink or eat? My treat. I've had something to drink before, but I wouldn't mind trying out that delicious brownie you mentioned. Okay, here, take a seat. Dimitri guides me to one of the seats near the window in the corner of the store. There's a cat sleeping on the windowsill, and I reach out to pet him. I'll be right back, says Dimitri before he disappears. As I'm sitting there petting the sleeping cat, my mind drifts off to Dimitri. What are the chances that I'd be running into Dimitri today? I sure hope I won't be running into Alex anytime soon. I take a quick look around the cafe, but I don't see my ex anywhere, and breathe a sigh of relief. Sarah has got nothing to worry about, and Dimitri is as harmless as a fly, I think. It's been a while since I've seen him, and he wasn't so tall and manly the last time either. Even his voice grew deeper. A little later, and Dimitri is at my table again, with a dish in his hand. For you, he says, as he presents me the brownie. He takes the seat opposite of me as I reach for the small fork and cut off a small slice of the brownie. I slowly put it in my mouth, savouring the chocolate melting on my tongue. It's good, I say excitedly. Dimitri chuckles at me. Good. I helped make it with the pastry chef here. Oh, still pursuing delicious desserts, are we? I mentioned with a chuckle. Then I placed my fork down. I didn't come here to eat after all. And I asked the question that's been burning in my mind. So, about that cat costume. That cat costume. Dimitri repeats slowly. Please don't remind me. It's already embarrassing enough I have to wear it, but even more so when I run into someone I know. I like to point out that I had no idea who you were until you told me. I joke. Dimitri's cheeks burn a nice pink as he realizes this, and he awkwardly fidgets in his chair. Fair enough, he mumbles. So, why a cat cafe? Are you secretly a cat fan? I do recall the fact he's kept that umbrella with the cat paws on them all these years. He must have really liked that umbrella. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, well, I do adore them, says Dimitri as he laughs with a wide smile. Oh, look at that smile. Oh, there's that adorable dimple again. Alexander is allergic to them, so we could never get a cat. Of course he'd be there. Hearing Alex's name get mentioned makes my stomach churn in an unpleasant way. How is he? I ask, even though I don't really want to know the answer. Dimitri grows quiet as he stares at the table in thought, the smile vanishing from his face. He lives alone in the city next to ours. I think he works at some graphic design company, but I haven't heard from him in a while. Oh, good. That means I won't be running into him anytime soon. On the other hand, I want to ask Dimitri, does Alex regret what he did? Does he have another girlfriend? But I don't really want to burden Dimitri with these kinds of awkward questions. Dimitri gives me a sad smile. He's got a girlfriend, if that's what you want to know. Oh, I don't care particularly, I say hastily. But enough about him. Back on topic. You like cats? Why not just volunteer at an animal shelter? Dimitri shakes his head. No, I need the money. How come? I'm 19 and in college right now. I want to move out and live on my own for a change. It feels weird to hear he's in college right now. Last time he was still just a high school kid. But I guess even Dimitri needs to go to college at some point. It was over 2.5 years ago that he was in high school after all. Well, don't they have dorms for that? I suggest. For me, it was a pretty great experience. A bit chaotic at times, but you'd have fun with everyone at least. Dimitri bites his lip, closing his eyes as if he's in agony about something. It's true they offer on-campus dorms, but he trails off, not really explaining his reason. But what? Maybe Dimitri is too shy for a roommate. He turns his head away from me and stares out the window. Their shared bathrooms are gross. It's like no one knows how to clean. I stifle a chuckle. Are you perhaps by any chance a germaphobe? No, he immediately responds, looking shocked. If you saw the bathroom I was supposed to take a shower in, even you would run away in fear. This time, I do laugh at the image Dimitri puts in my head. College dorms aren't exactly known for being sanitary places. I do know what he means. Come on, it can't be that bad, I say, trying to stop my laughter. I take another bite from my brownie again. It's not even the mold in the bathroom that did it. Oh, I feel so sorry for you, says Dimitri as he slumps into his chair. It was the used tampon someone tied around the doorknob. I spit out my brownie. I'll do it. What? I shriek. That's disgusting. I don't even want to know what that was doing at the men's bathroom. I would prefer to continue I would prefer to continue living my life without knowing the answer to that question. Thank you very much, says Dimitri with a heavy sigh. No, I can see why that would turn you off. I'd run for the hills.
Huh?
Glad to see you're seeing my side of this. He flashes me a lopsided grin. Weasel dimple! As I poke out the brownie with my fork, I realize I'm enjoying myself with Dimitri here. I didn't think it would be this much fun. He used to be pretty shy and reserved around me, but we always got along. So right now, I'm looking around for a place to live. It's close to college in my part-time job. What college are you attending? Cleaner's Culinary Academy. I'm taking an associate's degree in pastry and baking, he explains. Culinary Academy? That's pretty close to where I live. I'm suddenly reminded of that time we baked a cake together on his birthday. Back then, he already displayed an awesome set of pastry skills. It's no wonder he tried to pursue it. That's great! Are you intending on opening up your own bakery? Dimitri shakes his head. I'm still undecided about that, but I definitely want to pursue this. It's fun making sweets and desserts for people. I hope they'll eventually let me bake in the kitchen here. I grin at him. There's always something so easygoing about Dimitri. I forgot how much we actually got along. So have you found anything yet? A place to live? No, most places I can't afford with my salary, and the ones I can, I'll be rooming with 6 other people. I can only imagine what the bathroom would look like with 6 strangers living together. Can your parents not help you out? He stays quiet for a bit as he mulls it over. I'd rather not rely on them, is his steadfast response. Oh, well, there's probably a story there that he doesn't quite want to share with me. They didn't even let him, come to his birthday. What are you expecting? Even back then, his relationships with his parents had seemed sort of strained. What kind of parent forgets their son's birthday? So I nod my head at him. It seems he doesn't really have many options if he doesn't want to live in the college dorms or room with 6 other people to help split the rent. What kind of rent can you afford? I ask, curious. Somewhere between 300 to 400 euro a month is within my budget. That's usually for a single room with many others to share a dirty bathroom with. Oh, look at that face. He's like, I don't want to do this. Oh, it's awful. Dimitri visibly twitches at the imagery of it. I mean, to be fair, I have a bathroom all to myself, so we're very grateful for that. Do you like to clean? I'm wondering how much of a germaphobe he really is. I clean, I cook, I do the laundry myself, and this is sounding like a job interview at the moment. Dimitri gives me a wry smile. A job interview, huh? No, more like a roommate interview. I shake my head. No, that's stupid. I can't just invite Dimitri over to be my roommate, even though I've got a spare bedroom he could use. This is Alex's brother after all. It'd be so weird. And we just met up again after a few years. It would be even weirder for me to suggest such a thing. Wow. Tongue-tied already. So, what about you? What have you been doing with your life? He asks eagerly. Gathering my thoughts again, I look Dimitri in the eye. I bought a store to open up a boutique. In fact, today's the day I finished with the renovations. That's so cool, he cheers me on. Wasn't that your dream, making clothes? Yes it is. I believe I did tell you about that, didn't I? I'm recalling a memory where me and Dimitri had a conversation about our hopes and dreams. Of course, I haven't forgotten. Dimitri is looking at me with such a kind smile, it's hard not to believe the words he says. Back then, on his birthday, I had mentioned about starting up my own boutique, and he listened to everything I had to say. It was nice. And congratulations on finishing your boutique. I'm sure it looks lovely. Oh, it does. Painting and laying down the flooring was a pain though. I'm glad that's over and done with. You should come and see it sometime. That brings me back to how I even renovated the spare bedroom that I still don't know what I'm using it for. It's a glorified storage space right now. A guest bedroom, pretty much. Big enough to hold a bed and a desk. I'd love to. Is it close by any chance? Whenever he smiles, it reminds me of the young Dimitri again, even though he looks so much older right now. It feels familiar. It's about a 15-minute walk from here. I got a great spot. That means it's also within walking distance to this cafe. Exactly what Dimitri is looking for. In fact, my spare bedroom couldn't be more perfect for housing a college student. The extra amount of money in the form of rent would definitely help with paying bills such as groceries or the electricity. I wouldn't have to worry about the house being a mess because it sounds like Dimitri would keep it clean. Plus, he cooks. I have first-hand experience of that. My mind is all over the place at the moment. I'm starting to really consider the idea. I'm gonna go fist with some. Yeah, let's do it. Hey Dimitri, I've got a spare bedroom, and considering I live pretty close to your workplace, how about you come live with me? Huh? Dimitri's blue eyes widened in surprise. I can rent it out to you within your budget, as long as you cook and clean for me.
Oh.
Are you serious? He asked, his mouth agape. I think I am, even though I have no idea what spurred me on to offer him this opportunity. All I know is that I have a spare bedroom, and Dimitri is looking for a place to live. Of course, I don't mind, especially if you bake tasty desserts for me. I joke. I think it's the goofy smile on Dimitri's face that's charming me into saying things without thinking them over. He does have a lovely smile though, and it hurts my heart a little to realise it looks a bit like Alex's smile.
Oh!
Yes, I would love to cook and clean for you. Dimitri eagerly accepts my offer. Oh, look at his little face. I sit back in my chair and cover my mouth in shock. What am I asking here? Dimitri may not be a stranger, but he's still my ex's younger brother. I can't suddenly offer him him to stay in my home. Great. Give me a number so I can contact you for more details and a viewing. We exchange contact info, all the while I'm sitting here thinking, oh god, I really did just invite Dimitri to come live in my home. He's my ex's little brother. What in the world am I thinking? I mean, making desserts and everything, that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to leave that one here because my voice is hurting and I have to go. Bye!